This is UMAR and for IFL TV Associate MTK Global. I'm joined by the one and only Barry Award, Kid Galahad. You just rocked up now, like late entrance.
Late entrance, I had to go in, been at the gym training, had a little nap and I'm here.
Is it a little bit better than Sheffield or do you prefer Sheffield to LA?
It's a hard one. It's a hard one, you know. It's sunny Sheffield, it's a hard one.
We saw Billy Joe weigh in today, absolutely hilarious. I'm sure you've seen the clip with the DAZN presenter. Sexy motherfucker.
He is one sexy motherfucker though, isn't he? Billy Joe always brings entertainment, doesn't he?
Listen, I spoke to you about how good Billy Joe is during the week. Like, in his division, it's 60 and 68. You've got some great fights. Golovkin, Canelo, Caleb Plant, Benavidez. Do you reckon he beats a lot? I know you're mates with him, so you're going to be biased, but come on.
No. On a level, this is like being playing level field. Billy Joe is one of the best boxers we've ever produced.
We produced Naz, Lennox Lewis, Calzaghe.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's on that level. That's how good he is. He's on that level. He's on that level with them.
Why do you think he doesn't get the recognition?
You gotta just keep on. He needs the big fights. He needs the Canelos. He needs the Golovkins. When he beats these guys, they will pump in that category. But you know, in terms of talent, he's up there with them guys. You know, he's unbelievable. Him and Tyson Fury.
What, they're the two, yeah?
They're the two. They're the best two of the generation.
Eddie. Right, we know his eliminators were due within 90 days, is that correct?
Yep, it's going to be end of Jan, early Feb. Claudio Marrero, IBF final eliminator. Winner fights Josh Warrington.
A lot of people in Leeds aren't happy about the situation. That kid could become mandatory again for Josh Warrington. You don't really care though, do you?
Oh, what a shame. People need to realise that he won the first fight.
How did you score it?
He won the first fight by 2 rounds.
By 2 rounds?
Yeah.
Kid, have you watched the fight back several times? Are you trying being as biased to Josh Warrington as possible? How did you score it?
I still give it to myself by 2 rounds. By 2 rounds. And that's being like fair.
Listen, the reality is, if you're not a Josh Warrington fan, Kid Galahad won that fight. I'm sorry, but that's like.
Even if you are a Josh Warrington fan, because I've been getting
but you don't see. You can never lose a fight if you're you know. And by the way, Josh Warrington fans are amazing. I wish he had as many fans as Josh Warrington.
I wish I did.
I know they are incredible, and I love the Leeds fans. But I'm saying you can't ever think, and probably there was even people in the arena deep down who was like, he's probably yeah.
Do you regret that Josh Warrington left you?
No, because I wanted to give him the Lee Selby fight earlier than he took it. I don't regret anything. Do I wish he was a matchroom fighter? Yes.
Now
By the way, I mean, the only one thing I hope is, and we had this conversation by the pool, I hope they paid him the entire purse bid money.
It's a sticky one, that. It's a sticky one, that one.
Well, because I'm saying, like, Josh Warrington should have got over $1 million, right, for that fight.
He should have.
I hope he got it, because this guy's IBF featherweight champion of the world. He must be making 7 figures a fight.
Okay. Now, you mentioned the opponent. Where do you think that eliminator will be? Will it be in Sheffield?
I would like to do it in Sheffield. If not, we've got a little cheeky pay-per-view planned for early February, which we discussed today. It'll be a monster. That one could land in Manchester.
A pay-per-view show? You've already asked that. A pay-per-view show in February?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, no, listen.
All these interviews, I mean, you're not even going to remember these interviews in a month.
No, a pay-per-view in January and February truly doesn't go down well.
What are you talking about?
A pay-per-view show traditionally in January and February doesn't go down well.
What, in your experience?
Yeah.
So UMAR from IFL says that January and February aren't ideal dates for pay-per-view. All right then, mate. Okay, we'll cancel that one and we'll do it in March.
Eddie, I'm not saying it's going to go down. I'm not saying it's going to be
for you, UMAR.
Could
No more drinks for you, UMAR.
Eddie, do you not think? Am I incorrect in saying January and February is
incorrect, UMAR?
Why'd you do interviews with me?
Because he tells me to.
Who's better, me or him?
You do you asked some I noticed earlier that you two kind of hijacked me with a Chavez question. Coogan's like, jump in that interview with Danny Jacobs, and I jumped in the interview and Coogan kicked him and went, ask it. And he's like, oh yeah, you know, regarding the VADA testing, you're all like, fucking, you're a pair of that, aren't you?
No, I have to say one question.
That never happened. That never happened. You lying motherfucker. That never happened.
Whoa. Right, if Josh Warrington vacates and move up to super feather, what's the plan with Kid Galahad?
He'll win the vacant world title. Can't make Josh Warrington fight him.
It would be better though to fight a champion.
Everybody wants that.
But Kid says, like, obviously the world title is important, but he actually personally wants Josh Warrington.
He does. That's why we've got. Listen, if the fight wasn't close, do you think the IBF would have, or if they didn't feel like it was the wrong decision, better, they wouldn't have given. They gave him a final eliminator straight away. They said, "We appreciate what happened. We're giving you a final eliminator straight away." He's got to beat Marrero. He's mandatory for Josh Warrington. We appreciate they'll probably give Josh Warrington an exception, but that's going to come in May. After that, he's going to have to fight for the world title. But he's got to beat Marrero. It's a tough fight.
Can you tell us anything about him?
And Marrero? Yeah, he's from Dominican Republic. He's a very good fighter. Tricky, awkward, can punch. What do you think? I'm a mug? I don't know my boxing or what?
Eddie, I never asked. I just said, can you tell us anything?
Why are you piping up?
I just said, can you tell us anything about his opponent?
Let me hold the drink.
Hold my drink. Hold me back, hold me back, Barry.
God. Wrap up. I've been told to wrap up
because
because
you should do, because I think Coogan's getting worried about your performance.
But I think he was worried about you.
But all you need to know is, early next year, final eliminator for the world title. This young man will be world champion.
Last one to you, Barry. Just a message to any haters fans, especially the ones in Leeds, Josh Warrington fans. Go on, tell them straight.
What do you want to tell him?
Well, what's your message to them or your fans? This message to your champion
Why
fans.
do you have to provoke him? The message is to the fans. Keep supporting Kid Galahad. We feel that he should be world champion. If you don't, you obviously don't know shit about boxing. But the truth is, get behind him. He's going to be mandatory very soon in a very tough fight coming early next year.
Kid, maybe you can answer that again.
Well, let Eddie answer that. Eddie can answer that for me.
He's done it. All right, listen, Kid Galahad. We'll find out news on you soon. Obviously, we expect you eliminated couple soon. Eddie, thank you for your time as always. Always appreciate it. I know you just mugged me off about 10 times. I always appreciate it.
So thank you.
Yeah.